And welcome back to this adventure EVE Online. And for this episode we're going back to civil and military missions, so let's see what he's got to say here. Alright, in the last mission for him we had this wolf pirate guy offer to basically try to get us to join him and so on. That didn't happen, of course. Next assignment, they've tracked down Wolf to a pirate outpost in this system. Time to deal with him. Destroy the outpost. There's a good chance we'll get him too. So we destroy the outpost. It'll be in the final room in the complex. And reward is an ocular filter, a 1x limited ocular filter. A bonus of 161,000 ISK if we do it in 3 hours and 10 minutes. Okay, accept mission. Alright, we've closed that. Now, before we go, I have been doing a little bit of looking around and learning, and what I've figured out is that this Navitas is a decent ship, but it turns out that the Atron, let's make that one active, is somewhat better. And so we're going to use that one for this mission, so let us undock. Okay, so military mission 6 begins. Warp to a dead space location.
Warp drive active.
Of course, they're all in dead space, it seems. All right. Let's see what we find. An acceleration gate, of course, so let's activate gate.
Warp drive active.
Get to the other end. Okay, we have targets aplenty. Locking targets. I can only lock 2 targets at once, so let's pick one and orbit at 5,000. And commence firing. Okay, that's one down. And we can lock another target. I didn't want to overload the module, I wanted to fire it. Oh, why have I got a miner on this ship? I don't know. Be helpful if I actually orbited the target at a range that would allow me to hit him. Select a new target, lock this target, orbit the new one, begin firing. lock target, orbit target, fire on target. Lock target, orbit target, fire on target. It's a simple thing here. A bunch of these guys out here. Lock target, orbit, fire. I shouldn't fire until I'm inside 6,000 meters, though. If I want to have a chance of actually hitting them. Okay, or lock, orbit, fire. And another target, lock, orbit. As soon as we have a lock, fire. Zoom out a little bit, a better idea of where these guys are. Taking a little bit of damage, but not much. It's all on the shields, which regenerate, so that's not a problem. Come on, you can hit this guy, come on. Let's throw on the afterburner. Accelerate. Shield booster on. Alright. Pick another target. Lock. Orbit. We have a lock, so start firing. Another target. Lock. Orbit. And begin firing. Okay, looks like we're doing a better job now. Well, I thought. Trying to keep him where I can see him. Alright, he's almost done. Okay, he's done. Alright, afterburner off, shield booster off. Go to loot. And I'm going to take a few minutes here and loot all of these wrecks. Open cargo. Alright, that didn't take too awfully long. I looted all of them and I came up with a couple of metal scraps and a small 1AX regenerative projector. I have no idea what that is, but anyway, acceleration gate, activate gate.
Warp drive active.
Oh, now I have to go back. I needed to destroy that structure. if I can manage to do that. Should be able to warp to the dead space
You
location.
cannot walk there because natural phenomena are disrupting the warp.
Okay, I will head back to warp to the
Warp drive active.
dock and go back to the dead space location the other way around. And this time actually destroy the outpost. I'll be back when I get back to it. Okay, we're arriving back at that location again. There's the gate. Okay, activate gate. Not look at.
Warp
Just
drive active.
alright, this time we'll do it right. Get back to the outpost. There shouldn't be any more pirates there. So we just... yeah, I already took care of the guards. Lock target. Drug lab. Begin. Oh, let's approach. Get into range. Let's orbit at 2500 and commence firing. Pretty big complex. And I have to zoom the view way out here to see it. But it doesn't appear to be shooting back, so everything should be fine. How about just keep at range 5 kilometers. I don't want to be too close to this thing when it starts to explode. Okay, 5 kilometers appears to be a little too far. 25. And then come to a stop as we get to that distance. And finish this thing off. And I think I should open my cargo here. Reload the weapons. Oh, wait a minute. Right click. Reload all. There. Oh. Can't reload while it's firing. Okay. Cease fire for a moment. Reload all. Takes about 5 seconds. Commence firing. Let's approach a little bit closer, but not too close. That might be too close, I don't know. We'll see. And now the target is almost ready to explode. Finally. It's taken well over 300 shots from each gun. Well over 600 shots of ammunition to do this. Oh no, it's not ready to explode. The shield and armor is down. The structure is down to 99%. We need to get the whole thing destroyed. This is going to take a while. And probably a reload, from the looks of it. I'm already well within the 3-kilometer optimum range for the weapon, so this is going to take a bit. I'll be back when this thing is toast, or I run out of ammunition, whichever comes first. Alright, this has gone on for quite a while. As you can see here, the thing has 7% structure remaining. I have gone through an insane amount of ammunition doing this. I used up all of the ammunition I had before. I went back and I bought another 5,000 rounds of ammunition. Came back out here and started firing again. I've reloaded several times since then. Down to 6% now. So I certainly hope this is a suitably spectacular explosion and that my ship doesn't get destroyed in the process. Although if it does, I don't care. I can afford 10 more like it. That's not the issue. Obviously, I need to find out what better weapons are for this ship than the 75mm Gatling Rail 1 or whatever it is now that I've got. And of course, by the time you see this video, I will probably already know, because I'm recording many of these in the course of one day. Okay, we're down to 4%. Down to 3%. We're actually going to blow this thing up. Woo. Boom. Drug lab destroyed. Okay. Let's open up inventory here. Reload the weapons. And then make with the acceleration gate to get to the next part of it. Activate gate.
Warp drive active.
And leaving the loot in the outpost because of the contraband issue, of course. Wolf's outpost. Block target. Keep it 1,000 meters. And let's blow the snot out of this place. Whoops, hang on. We have guests. Lock target. Orbit. Fire. Well, at least my ammunition seems to do better against these guys than it did against that outpost. The drug lab, that is. Let's just get all weapons firing on the one thing. Just nuke each thing one at a time. Fire. It's hard to see where they're at sometimes. Easier. Zoomed out a little bit. These weapons are definitely not as effective as they could be. Lock target, orbit, and fire. I could have done without that. It's too bad you can't use a mining laser against a ship. Seems to me that would be worth trying. Well, let's try it. Not on the ship, only on asteroids. Alright, come on, guys. Be nice, blow up, and get it done with. least we're making progress with these guys a lot faster than that blasted drug lab. That thing must have taken 25 minutes to kill. My shields are down. Let's get the shield booster going. Almost done with this one. Target, orbit, fire. And we're done. Okay, let's check the mission details. Okay, there's a check mark. That means we have achieved the goal. And it's still with an hour and 42 minutes left we can get the bonus. So, let us dock back at the station and complete this bear of a mission. And I'll see you there. Alright, we're back in the station. So let's complete this mission. Complete mission. Okay, and we're going to close that for right now. Okay, pop up about implants because of that one thing that I was given in this one. Requirements, cybernetics, yes, I know about that. And to use an implant, item hanger, right click and plug it in. Remove an implant, it's immediately destroyed, you can't resell them. Okay. Alright, that's done with that. And as far as implants go, someone gave me some implants. A set of ocular filter basic, memory augmentation, neural boost, cybernetic subprocessor, and a social adaptation chip. So that's not bad. They apparently provide +3 to all attributes. That's pretty good. And so now, let's see, Seville's next mission is to get out there and stop these animals. Okay, so I need to destroy the pirates at the Convoy ambush site. If I get low, just warp out, regenerate, and warp back in. Small armor repair, 130,000 ISK, and 126,000 to get it done in 2 hours and 50 minutes. And I will be accepting that mission in a moment. However, first, I'm going to take a break and get some coffee. Alright, we're back, and it's time to grab the next mission from Seville. Let's hope that it doesn't involve another hour-long battle with something to destroy. Alright. Wolf has hijacked a Federation Navy ship, murdered the crew, replaced it with his own. Now they're wreaking havoc in this constellation. Okay. Get out there and stop those animals. Yada yada yada. Get a small armor repairer 1 to go with what we've got, so that's good. Let's accept the mission and get on with it. Close that. Breeze through this pop-up tutorial real quick. Armor tanking. Okay. Alright. Inventory. Fitting. Small armor repair 1. Fit to active ship. Close that. Alright. And now with everything turns on, my capacitor will deplete in 35 seconds. Alright. Alright, regenerating armor, warp to mission encounter, activate armor repairer. Once I start receiving damage, armor is repaired at the end of each armor repair cycle. Okay. Okay. Alright. Close inventory, close this, and let's undock and head out on this mission. Alright, here we go. And it just occurs to me I didn't reload my weapons. So let's take a minute and do that. Alright. Warp to location.
Warp drive active.
And let's see what we encounter this time. Okay, lock target, orbit, and let's open fire. Oh, there's a bunch of these guys. Okay, let's see if we can take these guys out. 3 spies and 3 initiates. 4 spies and 3 initiates. Okay. Lock target. Orbit. Fire. I have a shield booster. Turn that on. Target on the next one. Start firing on this one. And of course we can collide with this big thing. Bounce off of it. Lock target, orbit, fire. And we managed to phase right through it. Target. Orbit target. Fire on target. Or maybe we can wait on firing until we're within range. Now. We bounce. Or do we phase? We phase, okay. Okay, lock another target. Orbit target. Fire. So far, the only damage we're taking is to the shields, which is being taken care of by the shield booster. Good. guys in focus. Zoom out a little bit more. Maybe I'll have an easier time of it. Okay. I keep missing. That's not good. Okay, another target. Lock target. Orbit. And fire. Lock target, orbit, fire. And yeah, I know I'm firing on these guys a little bit early and wasting some shots, but it's working out in the end. Alright, lock target. Orbit. And fire. Looks like this might be the last one. Okay. I'm going to take a few minutes here and loot all of these wrecks. And I'll be back when I've done that. Alright. Got everything looted. So let's, well, wait a minute. Let's check the... Okay, we've got the mission accomplished. And so let's return and see what dude has to say about this.
Warp drive active.
And we've arrived. Okay, Seville, what do you got? Mission complete. Alright, let's go ahead with mission 9. Leave Wolf for a bit. Okay, what are we doing now? Envoys from Garoon Investment Bank approached looking for safe passage to a nearby location. They're afraid Wolf and his pack will go after him like some wolf pack. Pick them up from their quarters and at the bookmark he's going to give me and take them to their destination. Alright. Fly to the hotel, retrieve the VIPs. If something is amiss, report back to agent with details. Alright. Get a weapon upgrade skill book. 2x overdrive injector system 1. If I win, or get the thing done, 173,000 ISK, 3 hours. Alright, let's go. Okay. One moment. Real quick here. Let's take the scrap, put that away, and I'll reload the weapons when I get out of the station. Okay, this one's about overview settings. Open overview settings. Okay, personalize the overview, yeah, okay. Check mark for large collidable object. collidable structure. There we go. Appearance, let's set the look on the items in the interview, yada yada, okay. Columns, which columns you like to be visible, okay. Ships tab. What information displayed about fellow pilots. Any object with a broadcast on them move to the top automatically, yeah. Set up to 5 tabs in the overview, okay. No, don't need to know more. Okay, fine. Alright, let us warp to location.
Warp drive active.
And I'll check in when we get there. Alright, we're arriving. No life signs. Approaching Le Fleur Inn to have a better look is suggested. Hull appears to be damaged. Cloud of radioactive gas. That doesn't sound good. Floating corpses, floating corpses. Le Fleur Inn. Okay, let's approach that and see what it says. I think we probably shouldn't approach very closely. A bad feeling about that. I don't sense much of anything going on here good. A cloud of radioactive gas is not something that I really want to fly into. Let's keep it at 1,000 meters range. But no closer. What the F was that? Shield booster, armor repair. Okay. That was special. Okay, let's orbit a target. And start firing.
The capacitor is empty.
Oh crap. Let us warp out of here. Quickly, we're taking an awful lot of damage. This is not looking good. Boom. Destroyed. Okay. Let's warp back to dock and get another ship.
Warp drive active.
Alright, we're back in the dock in a pod. And it just occurs to me, let's check the details here. Okay, according to this, that check mark, okay, this thing has been accomplished even though it cost a ship. So let's go ahead and complete the mission. Only found corpses. Oh boy. Alright. Now I'm going to open this up again just to see what the next mission is. Okay, we'll be taking on this next mission the next time we stop by Seville. I'm going to see about getting set up with another ship and whatnot, and when we come back in episode 10, we'll move on to some more business. Definitely a lot of adventure going on here. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. I'm out of here.